Good afternoon, this is Ben with Valley's End Apiary. What we're going to be doing today is preparing for those queens that I put in the queen box. We're going to be making, we already have these used queen cages. They're plugged on one end and open on the other end. This one doesn't even have a plug. These little black pieces here, they're I think they're 3/8 tubing. They fit real nice and snug into these holes. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some, I guess it's basically like a sugar fondant. I've got Kero syrup. It's like corn syrup. Very sweet. The bees like it. I'm just going to put a little dab here. Doesn't take much. Enough that if you were to pour it into the frames, the plugs, it would partially fill them. I'm just going to take a little bit of sugar here and we're going to sprinkle it on there. And then I have a knife here. We're just going to knead it, work that sugar into it. We're trying to basically thicken that sugar syrup into a paste. It's a very gritty paste right now. Try not to move it around too much so we still have some left. If you have an icing knife or something like that, that works just fine. Just something that's got a little bit of flexibility to it, that's able to mix the stuff in. Got to put a little more sugar on there. 10x sugar works well too. It mixes in a little bit quicker. You want to get it so that it is as thick as you possibly can. Let's get nice and thick. The bees will consume this. The corn won't hurt them, and it's such a small amount. So we're going to be, when I catch the queens, I'll mark them. And we'll put them into the cages. Since I'm going to be putting them straight into the hive that they're going into, there's no need for attendants or anything like that to go with them, because it's pretty much going to be straight from the hive that they're in to the hive that they're going into. So within like an hour or two, they'll be getting fed. I need a little bit more than that. Just kind of mixing it as I go and making that judgment call on if it's enough. And you can make a ton of it, but I hate being wasteful. Yeah, that's going to be a good quantity there. And we're just going to pack it in there until it comes out the other end. It's coming out the other end. And we're just going to sit that up and let it dry out a little bit, let it set up. If you're not going to use it right away, you can stick them in the freezer, and make sure you take them out with plenty of time to thaw, because you don't want to chill the queen. So I had a little bit left over, and once we get the queen in there, that's a nice snug fit. Just stick it in so it pokes through a little bit, and you'll be all set. In the meantime, I would keep them in a plastic bag just to keep the ants out of them. So there you have it. That's how to make your own candy plug.